Hello everyone, it is Asenva here again today to do a official Junky Spot review. Today I have the Mystic Kids Lillian, the 45 centimeter gal. She is in normal skin, and trying to just, give you a heads up. There's kind of, I think, like a two face up thing going on right now. There is kind of just like a standard face up, and I think Emery's labeled it as the official, I don't know, not the official, but like the Junky Spot face up. Basically, one has a beauty mark on it and one doesn't have the beauty mark on it. So it's going to depend on what you want. Word to the wise though, if you do end up getting the beauty mark one, just know that if you ever have to take that beauty mark off, you're going to risk taking off some of the other company face up with it, so just be careful. That's why there are some specs for you. She is 45 centimeters tall. She's going to be wearing a 7-inch wig. Her bust is at 18.5 centimeters. We've got a waist at 13.5. Her hips are at 18.5. And she's got tiny little feet that are 5.5 centimeters. For our eyes, we're going to be using a 14 to 16 millimeter eye. Now that we've gotten the specs out of the way, let me kind of just give you a brief overview of what the doll kind of gets shipped to you with. They will, of course, come inside of their box. This is the Mystic Kids doll box for the Lillian here. They all have that nice little box with the logo on it. They're wrapped up in a nice, lovely pillow that looks like this. That's tied up with ribbon and whatnot. And then, of course, packed with the bubble wrap as well to keep them safe. And she's all wrapped up in the bubble wrap as well when you get them in. So superly duperly awesomely packaged and safely sent to you from the Junky Spot. So another interesting fact about these dolls is that they come with undergarments, which is actually a pleasant surprise because, if you've ever opened dolls before, they come completely naked. So it's kind of nice, to have them with these little undergarments on and whatnot. So yes, they have this little bandeau. It's not something that I purchased. It actually came on the doll, which was super nice. And it's really nice too because you can keep them on whenever you put your normal clothes on. So they have little undergarments on underneath their actual clothing. So to start us off, let's go ahead and take a look at that beautiful face up that we have. So this is the Junky Spot face up version, meaning that it has that beauty mark at the bottom where her lip is. The quote-unquote manufacturer default face up will not have that beauty mark on it, so you have the option of having it or not having it. And I would just suggest that, if you really like it, then get the one with the beauty mark on it. If you don't, or if you're still on the fence about it, then maybe just stick with the manufacturer's face up. I'm saying that because if you try to remove the beauty mark, you risk the chance of removing some of the other company face up that's on her face. So just kind of, really think about what you want. But other than that, I mean, it's a really beautiful company face up. It's really pretty. It's like got gloss. They did the white for the teeth. It's really nice. I think it's well done. Also the little eyelashes. Mainly if you're not a person to put in eyelashes, man, this is gonna save you. I really am not a person that likes to do eyelashes, so having them already there is really nice. So the next part that we want to go ahead and take a look at is going to be underneath that head, which is going to be the head cap. If you open up the head, you'll notice that it has the magnets for our head cap system here. It also has these two slight pegs here that will go into these two curved parts of her head. It all kind of clicks into place. On the back we do have the Mystic Kids little logo that's on the back of the head here. Looking further into the head, you'll see that we have the eye sockets there that have the current putty and current eyes in there. Our S-hook is here as well. Upon putting the head cap back on, for as far as the range of mobility goes for the head, she's actually got a really nice range of motion, and that's because she's not even suede or anything like that. This is us looking up, this is looking down. We can do a tilt to our head to the side, a tilt to the other side. She swivels her head from left to right. Really nice range of motion that we've got for her. It's really nice. So going down to where our arms are, It's just your standard ball and socket that we have here, and nothing too crazy here as well. Our arms here, we have the infamous peanut joint here that has just that one piece that's here for the elbow. If we separate it, you can see that it's just that one portion there. But she is double jointed, so you can go ahead and move it once or click it more, and then she'll move her arm more into place there. Everything kind of slides nicely back into place, which is really, really, really nice. Even when she's like putting it at a slight angle, she can put it at that angle without anything popping or being weird. This is our wrist right here. We do have a floating wrist piece here. If you separate the hand from the wrist, this part actually comes off here, and you can see the S-hook that was there. These are our hands. Really nice, beautiful, delicate looking hands that she has. Range of motion for our hands is actually not too bad either. You can go down, and go up. This is back as it goes, doesn't go any further than that. Side to side. Doesn't really wave side to side that much, but like honestly, that's not too big of a deal. It does rotate nicely. Hand rotates in the wrist, really nice. All that fun stuff. Looks good. Overall, arms are really, really nice. They're really nice with positioning and, you know, moving into place. It looks really like realistic and whatnot. So going to our middle portion here where our torso is, she's got a two-part torso here. That means that she only has this upper part here and this lower part here where her hips are. It's nicely sculpted. I really like how they did the sculpting for it and the definition that they included here for her waist, her little belly button there. Range of motion, she can go from side to side and holds it quite nicely actually. We can go back to very not that great of an extent, but I mean it does go back a little bit. You can see the little lip there. Forward, we can slightly slouch her forward. I imagine if you want to try to really get it there, you might be able to put some swinging there, but I really don't think that's like a big, you know, oh my gosh, like deciding factor. Can she like slouch forward like this or not? So that's not too big of a deal. Going down to where our hips are at, we do have the standard, you know, ball and joint here. Nothing too crazy to worry about once again. She does sit very nicely the way that they've sculpted her hips there and that ball and socket where her thigh is. I really do like that because I know sometimes that's a big issue too on how these particular dolls of this size, how they sit and how they stand, because a lot of them that are in this range like to do the whole bowing thing to where they'll go down like really quick. She's not one that will, you know, do the bowing thing as easy. It's really nice. She sits really nicely and then she can stand back up really nicely as well. So if you take a look into our swiveling thigh joint, however, you will notice something really cool. So they have this little peg here of resin that's at the base of the dome portion of the thigh, and then they have those little notches inside. This is because when you do swivel the thigh around, if you take a listen, hear that clicking noise? It's actually keeping the leg, whatever you swivel it at that position. So I think that's really nice, having that part right here in the swiveling thigh joint, just because I know some dolls don't have that, and sometimes we have issues with swiveling thighs going shoo everywhere, and like the leg's just like doing this crazy leg dance. So it's really nice having that little part there with the notch and the little carved parts of resin at our swiveling thigh joint there. The knees are pretty standard, but I do like how when they are at a standing position, everything's kind of fleshed out. It blends in nicely to the leg. Once you bend it, you'll see the joint that's inside of there, and if you flip her over, you can see the joints that are back here as well. It is the standard peanut joint that you'll see in most dolls. If you open her up, you'll see that it's just that floating piece. And as an added Easter egg to show you guys, in the parts here, you'll see that there's an L. So that's in case if you do have to restring her and take her apart, you'll know which parts go where. That is for the left leg, that's why there's an L there. Alrighty, moving along down to our feet are pretty standard. We have a ball joint that's down there. Pretty standard, just like a ball joint. If I separate it here, you'll see the little ball there, and then the S hook as well if I pull it out further. So the feet are nicely crafted though. I really do like them. They look really nice. As far as mobility goes, pointed down to an extent, it kind of goes at this angle, and then pointing it upwards goes to this angle here, which is actually really good. I don't think it's really that important to have it like point down too much or be forward too much either. You really want a lot of stability down here by the feet so they can stand nicely for you. Overall, my feelings and my thoughts about the Mystic Kids MSD size dolls, I think they're really, really good. I do enjoy the fact that they have a lot of different little key features, such as that swiveling thigh joint that is here. I really do enjoy two-part torsos. I think they kind of give them more stability. And of course, the company face-up is just really it's really stunning. It's really pretty. It's a very subtle look. It's nothing too dramatic, and it can be blended into different colors of wigs and whatnot. It's not just set to one style. If we are to compare her to an SD size doll, just so you can kind of see the differences in sizes for the Mystic Kids, she is standing at 45. The males, this is a SD size male. If we stand him next to her, they do have a size difference, a significant size difference at that. I'm gonna zoom out so you can see. So there's MSD compared to SD sizes for this brand of doll. Yep, and that pretty much covers it for the review. As mentioned before, you know, I have another review on the SD size doll for Mystic Kids. If you're curious about that, I'll provide a link down below. But if you would like to get your hands on your own Mystic Kids doll, good place to go is the Junky Spot. That is www.junkyspot.com. And right now he's actually doing pre-orders for some of the dolls, since they seem to be doing pretty well. I mean, they're really, really nice dolls. Price for them is not too bad either. They're just really, really reasonable dolls, and the quality is just really amazing too. So, yep, hope you guys enjoyed the review, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to message me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Bye!